The Baillieu government says Victoria deserves its fair share from tonight's federal budget. The Premier wants to see funding for several big infrastructure projects, as well as more clarity on the carbon tax. Alison Savage reports.
After handing down his own tough budget a week ago, the Premier hopes the Commonwealth is feeling generous.
Victorians want a fair share out of the federal budget tonight.
The state government has asked for funding for several key infrastructure projects, including $30 million for the East-West Road Tunnel, which received planning money in the state budget, as well as funding for the Metro Rail Tunnel and the Port of Hastings.
If we don't get that support, then obviously those projects are harder to deliver, and they're certainly going to take a little longer.
The Premier urged the federal government not to change the traditional 80-20 funding split for joint projects and wants to see more detail in the budget about how the state would be compensated under the carbon tax. Meanwhile, it was the Health Minister's turn to face a fiery budget estimates hearing today.
Deputy.
David Davis told the hearing the government will deliver the 100 extra hospital beds it promised this financial year, but wouldn't provide specifics.
Tell us where they are. Tell us where they are. These are phantom beds. Where are these 100 beds?
The best measure of bed capacity is the Institute of Health and Welfare, the independent national body, and its figures show that we are on track to achieve our additional beds.
The hearing was also told funding for a free whooping cough vaccine for parents and carers will end on June 30 after clinical advice that it isn't effective. Alison Savage, ABC News, Melbourne.